All right, so I've done a bad job of updating everything. Um, you know, as y'all know, life is crazy. A lot has happened. Got married recently. My house flooded. Been rebuilding all that, fixing up my house, and all that took priority over working on the truck. Um, but a lot has happened since last time that you've seen a video. And I did a bad job of not documenting any of that, but I still will be able to go through at the end and try to give some pointers of what I ran into and the problems once I finish everything up. But kind of where I'm at is I got all the ignition and stuff, MSD box hooked up, fuel systems all hooked up, wired into ignition's hooked up. I'm not gonna lie, my dad helps me with that, but really I think it's a simple thing. You find the circuit that the ignition's hooked up to, and then you just need to connect power to the relay that like the fuel pump's hooked up. Because basically what I did is I put an inline fuel fuel pump on the side of the truck and just wired it up to the stock wiring, and took out the fuel pump in the tank and kept the sending unit and all that, and just put a tube down and put a filter before the I think before the pump, somewhere around there, or maybe after. I don't know exactly where it is, but I forgot. But and then the regulator's right there. But unfortunately, we got everything in. The shifter mounted, not the shifter, but the transmission mounted, everything in, bolted, ignition, everything, and I go to crank it, and the starter's just spinning. Hopefully I was like, okay, well maybe I just had the wrong starter. Go buy another one, and same thing, just spinning. So unfortunately, I had an oversight, and basically, what happened is the transmission housing is a 164 tooth bell housing, and I did not. When I first started all this project, I didn't realize that was something I needed to pay attention to. Honestly, didn't even know. Yeah, so didn't even know it was a 164, or what that even meant. So when I bought a clutch and flywheel, I just found the best deal I could find, which was a 157 tooth flywheel and clutch and all that. It was like $400. I was like, I'm gonna get that. Like, might as well. And turns out that it is a 157 and a 164 tooth bell housing. So basically, it's just the flywheel's like here, and the starter motor's over here, and the gear's not even touching. So motor has to come back out. Everything has to be unhooked. Have to change the flywheel, and hopefully we can put it back in pretty easily. And hopefully at that point, we can get it started up, and then start working on the other things. Because I still need to. I have power steering line. I have AC lines I need to buy. I still need to fix on the vacuum. Transmission remount. I need the shifter remount. I need to do that. So there's still a lot to do, but a lot has been done, which is that's just how you have to look at it with projects. If you do take on this project, do as much research as you can. It's not a hard swap, but I've definitely ran into a few things that were a little bit challenging, or took a little bit of ingenuity, and just a lot of creation, like making things, and which is great. It's fun. I've enjoyed it a lot. It's been a lot of fun. But with that, you run into problems. So, once again, I'm sorry for such a long time from an update. Hopefully I'm going to try to get everything taken apart today, and maybe take out the motor Thursday and switch the flywheel. But yeah, that's kind of where we are with things. For the most part, everything's moving pretty smoothly, but obviously, there's limited information in these swaps. There's a good bit, but there's still, it's not a step by step by step. So there's some things that I overlooked, and like I said, maybe I should have used a different transmission, but I got a good deal on it. So I was like, that basically I used the V2 or the M5R2 because the Ranger had the M5R1. So I figured, hey, it mounts up where it needs to be and everything. No, it's a little different, but it should still work. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So yeah, I'll once again, sorry for the late update. I know I have a couple people interested in the swap. I'll do my best. Like I said, try to update on whatever I can to help maybe sway someone to do this swap. Because I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It's been a fun experience and a lot of learning. And I would definitely recommend doing it, if this is what you want to do, because it's definitely a lot of fun, and it's just cool to know that like you made it, you did this. So yeah, I think that's it for the day. Maybe it's not the update that you want, but I think it's just a real update. It's just life's hectic. So yeah, I'll try to give another update once it's out and maybe back in the motor. Maybe, who knows, maybe the next video I start it up for the first time. That's the plan. That's the plan. So, all right, y'all have a good one.